What's up guys, and welcome back to the channel. In today's video we're going to take a look at the all-new 2021 Ford F150. Huge shout out and thank you to Mooresville Ford. They're providing this brand new truck for today's video. Definitely check out the link to their website in the description below. They have a huge selection of all the brand new 2021 Fords, so definitely check them out. So this is an all-new redesigned vehicle. Let's get into it. And the model that we're looking at today is a Lariat with the FX4 off-road package. Is finished off in iconic silver and has an MSRP at $66,000. Underneath the hood, this utilizes a 3.5-liter EcoBoost 6-cylinder engine that's paired to a 10-speed automatic transmission. The engine pumps out 400 horsepower and 500 pound-feet of torque, and with a curb weight around 5,000 pounds and running on a 26-gallon fuel tank for the Super Crew, you're looking at 18 miles per gallon in the city and 23 out on the highway. The overall length is 231.7 inches with a wheelbase at 145.4. The height is 77.2 with a width just under 80 inches. And then for off-road capabilities, the approach angle is 23.9 degrees with departure at 26.2. The breakover is 23.5 degrees with ground clearance at 9.4 inches. And depending on what configuration your F-150 is, towing can range from 7,000 all the way up to 14,000 pounds, and max payload is around 3,200 pounds. 2021 is the all-new design for the iconic Ford F-150. This has a brand new design to it. You can see the really large grille finished off with chrome trim. It has horizontal slots in it and then vertical mesh pieces as well. The Ford logo is prominently right in the center, and it does feature active grille shutters behind that. This Lariat features a chrome bumper with chrome tow hooks down below and another grille opening in the lower portion to allow maximum cooling to the engine. We get LED headlights with chrome trim, as well as a massive LED daytime running light spanning all around the headlight and even flows into the fog lights. The fog lights are also LED and they blend very nicely with the bumper. You can see how the hood flows to the grille very nicely with prominent body lines around it. There's a large raised portion in the top portion of the hood to give it a wide appearance, and the new front end flows together very nicely to look like a brand new truck. And as you make our way to the side profile, this Lariat features a set of 6-spoke 20-inch wheels finished off in chrome. You can also see a sharp body line going around the fenders to really emphasize the wheels. We have an F150 Lariat badge up front with a chrome bezel around that. You can also see chrome door handles and chrome mirror caps with some chrome trim around the windows. The B-pillar is blacked out to really make all the glass blend nicely, and you can see the dip in the front windows to give you better view to the mirrors. The mirrors also have an LED turn signal integrated into them, and then we get a sharp body line in the lower portion of the doors spanning from the front fenders to the bedside, and we get a set of chrome running boards down below with Ford written in them. And the overall side profile for the short bed and Super Crew cab has a really good design to it, very proportional all around. You can see the FX4 off-road logo on the bedside. And then at the rear of the F-150, this features a side exit exhaust with a chrome exhaust tip. We get a chrome rear bumper with 4 integrated parking sensors. You can see the trailer hitch right in the center and all the power connections on the top left. We have the EcoBoost logo in the tailgate, as well as F-150 stamped right in the center with the Ford logo above that. We have an electronic release handle, as well as a rear view backup camera and an LED light on the right side. So there's a good look at the exterior as well as some of the specs on the all-new 2021 Ford F-150 Lariat. Comment down below, what do you guys think of this all-new truck? So now we have the Ford key fob. We do have some cool buttons. You can automatically open up the tailgate, and we do have a remote start. So going ahead and locking the truck, and then double tapping on the remote start button. The EcoBoost roars to life, very easy to use, and then just tapping the button again, it shuts off. And then keeping the key fob in my pocket, all I have to do is grab the door handle, it'll automatically unlock, and we can get a great look at the interior. This Lariat is finished off in a black leather interior. You're going to find wood, chrome, and aluminum accents all around it. Looks very upscale. If we go ahead and take a look at the door panel, you can see smooth leather and contrast stitching on the armrest with a nice bit of padding. We have a really cool texture up here, kind of looking like denim. You can see the color contrast stitching as well. We have your grab handle in the center, then all of your window controls, mirror controls, and lock and unlock with memory seating. A nice piece of wood trim right there. Then a little bit of storage and cup holders on the lower side, and part of the Bang & Olufsen audio system. As we move inside, you can see all the power controls for the seat right on the side. You also get Ford on the right side, and then a nice chrome trim piece all around it. The seat's finished off with black leather and contrast stitching, and we have brown piping, which is a really nice subtle touch. Perforated leather in the center, and then smooth leather on the sides. Stitching goes all the way up to the headrest. It has a really clean design to it, and as we flip our way around to the steering wheel, it's finished off in black leather and silver trim. And then now inside the truck, keeping my foot on the brake, we can go ahead and fire it up. This F-150 has a full LCD digital display for the gauge cluster. We have the speedometer over on the right side, and then the tach over on the left side. Has a really nice design to it. You also have some engine vitals up top, and then some information right in the center. You can use these buttons right here to control that. You have a menu button. You can go here and then control everything in the car and adjust a lot of the different settings. If you go into one of them, it comes up with more information, as you can see. And then going back, you can continue to scroll through everything. You have a lot of settings that you can change. And then going back to the My View, you can see some more information with trip information, scrolling down to more info like that. And then on the left side of the steering wheel, we have a lot of Bluetooth and audio controls, as well as your cruise control settings. You have controls on the right side to adjust that screen like we just saw. Then we have two switches on the left side of the steering wheel for the side mirror lights, as well as the electronic opener for the tailgate. All of your headlight controls and dome light for the bed, electronic park and brake, and then you can electronically adjust the pedals. We have an air vent finished off with really nice looking brushed aluminum trim, and then some black leather along this dash. It's that same texture you saw on the door panel. And then part of the Bang & Olufsen audio system with a little bit of storage. More of that trim goes on the other side of the dash, as well as the brushed aluminum. Very classy looking for the Lariat. I like how all the colors blend. And then in the center, we have this massive Sync 4 system. This is their 12-inch display, beautiful looking, extremely high resolution. We have a massive navigation screen. If I start on the left side, we have your audio that'll come up, as well as your phone. If you tap the favorites icon, we have more items that come up. Zone lighting you can adjust and everything like this, power tailgate. You can go under the apps as well and see those. Tapping the settings icon, many different things come up that you can configure, and then tapping the features icon as well. And then one thing very cool over on this right side, you can scroll through this kind of like a touchscreen cell phone. Very nice how everything works. If you click on one of these items, all you have to do on a lot of these screens, you can swipe over and it actually flip-flops how you have everything laid out. And then on the top of the display, we have your traction control button, as well as the downhill control, and then your hazard control, a shortcut to the camera, as well as the engine start-stop feature. And then below the screen, we have a lot of the audio, as well as climate controls. You can very easily adjust your dual zone climate control with its own LCD screen, which is really cool to see. You have fan speed right in the center on this nice toggle, and everything even comes up on the screen when you change an icon. You can adjust the temperature, it comes up on the screen, so I really like how that's all set up. We have heated and ventilated seats, as well as a heated steering wheel, and then more controls all above that. You can see how all the radio controls are with a screen on-off button. And then on the left side, we have all your four-wheel drive selectors. You can go into 4 high, 4 low, then you can adjust this. We have your trailer brake gain as well, and then more trailer settings. You can adjust this left and right, and then press it to turn it on. This truck does feature the backup assist with trailering, which is a really cool feature to see. Then as we make our way to the center console now, we have an opening right here finished off in the wood trim. Pushing this forward now, you can see a lot of space here with 2 USB ports. We also have a cubby spot for your phone, and then we can push that to close it up. One thing really neat for the 2021 F-150, when the truck is in park, as you can see, if I just tap this button, the shifter electronically folds into the center console, which is really cool. You do have 2 cup holders as well as a little bit of storage. And the reason why the center console folds flat like that is because the center armrest actually flips forward, and this can be used as a really nice workbench. You can have food here, your laptop, you can write on it. You can do a lot from this truck. Ford really designed the new F-150 to be a work truck, and I think that is an extremely useful feature. We do have black leather and contrast stitching, and then opening this up, we have a ton of space in here. As you can see, you can definitely fit a ton of items in the center console, and then closing that up. Over on the right side, we have 2 different glove boxes. Pressing this button, this will open up and you can see how much space we have in here, and then we can close that and lock it into place. We have the traditional glove box below that with a lot of space in here, as you would expect. And then on this right side, we also have a 12-volt outlet, and then opening this one up, we have a 3-prong outlet as well. And then one last look at the interior. I think Ford did a really good job updating the F-150. The center console looks amazing and is very useful. Then we have the beautiful black leather and the cool trims. This Lariat also features a full panoramic sunroof. You can see the sunshade is closed. Then if we take a look at the front section, we have all the controls for the sunshade and the vent, as well as your sliding rear glass and a sunglass holder. So if I just press this button right now, it'll automatically scroll all the way back. And then to go ahead and take a look at the rear seat space for the Super Crew F150, opening up the door now, the door panel is finished off just like you saw up front, that same cool texture up top with the leather and wood trim. And then moving inside, we have the same leather seating with smooth leather, the nice color contrast stitching and piping, as well as the perforated leather right in the center. Really good look overall. Moving our way to the center now, we do have 2 air vents and heated seats, a 12 volt, some USBs, as well as a 3-prong outlet and cup holders above that. We also have some storage behind these seats. And then if we grab the front of these, you can lift them up and lock them into place. And with both folded up now, you can see just how much more storage space we have in the back of an F150. And then one thing very cool, if you go ahead and unlock these by pushing them to the unlock, you can grab this part right here and fold it up in place, and you have a really nice storage bin. There's one last lock you can pull up, lock it all into place. Very useful for the back of the F150. Alright, so let's go ahead and hop in the back of the F150. I'm 5'11" and I have the driver's seat set at my height. Closing the door, already there is so much space in the back of this truck. This is insane. I have like a foot of knee room and my feet fit very nicely. Headroom, I have a few inches there, and then being this has a panoramic roof, there is so much light let into the back here. Armrest is in a really good spot as well. Definitely super roomy and comfortable. If I pull this centerpiece down, we also have an additional armrest as well as 2 more cup holders, and then folding that back up. Definitely a lot of nice amenities in here and extremely comfy. And then last up, to take a look at the bed space, you can use the button on the key fob, the one on the interior, or just go up to it and press the electronic button. It automatically unlocks and goes all the way down. This bed is finished off with a really nice spray bed liner. There's tow hooks in all the corners, as well as LED lights on each side with a power outlet on this far left side. And then one thing very cool for the 2021 Ford F150, on this tailgate on each side, you have hooks right here to strap down items. And then one thing really neat, you have these areas right here you can press in and actually use these for C-clamps. You can use part of the bed as actually a workbench. You can easily bolt down a 2x4 or something on here. And then one thing very nice for the F150 is you can see right in this tailgate, if you press this center button now, the center step actually comes out and you can pull it all the way down and lock it into place. You can pull out this handle as well and lock it up into place. And then now you have really easy access to enter the bed and exit it. And then another very cool feature you're going to notice for the new tailgate on the F150, you have a tape measure going the entire width of the bed. You have inches and centimeters, 48 inches and 100 centimeters. Very cool to see if you are working out of the truck. And you have 2 little cutouts right here to store little items if you're working on your tailgate. And then you can easily fold the handle back into place as well as the step, and easily lift up the tailgate and lock it closed. So we are now setting off in the 2021 Ford F150. So first and foremost, the power plant you get with the 10-speed automatic as well as the EcoBoost engine, I think is really nice. You really can't even feel it shift at all. The 10-speed, I don't even know what gear I'm in, but it's just so smooth getting up to speed. And then the EcoBoost, giving it a little bit of gas, you get up to speed without even thinking. It is really nice and efficient, and then of course you do have a lot of capabilities with it. So now into the interior of this truck, this gauge cluster right here, the digital display, I love how easy it is to see. It looks nice and modern, very clean, big letters, big bold prints and everything like that. So it's extremely easy to see, and it looks nice and modern, and you can do enough configurations in it to make it nice and usable. And then this massive screen right in the center, I absolutely love. It looks amazing. You have so many different features that you can do in it, and everything again is very easy to use. Just tapping different buttons, you can easily have everything come up on the screen. Then there's a lot of configurations, of course. And then the center console here, I think, is one of my favorite features. If you're actually working in your truck, eating lunch in here, working on a laptop, or writing something on a pen and paper or something like that, this is so usable. So I love how Ford is really listening to their customers, making this truck usable for the worker, which is really cool. No matter what you're doing, this I think is super usable. Same with that tailgate. And then now as we are cruising in the F150, getting my bearings with it, I think visibility is really good. Most pickup trucks, you have a pretty good view around. Huge windshield, you can easily see out. I can even see the hood, which is kind of nice. The little dips on the window right here are really nice to easily see your mirrors, and then the side glass is large as well. And looking over your left and right shoulder, you have a really good view out. Most pickup trucks have a great view, pretty much no blind spots in it. And then the panoramic roof, I really love. It really makes the interior feel nice and open. And then as far as comfort goes, getting comfortable in these seats, this is a comfortable and smooth truck to drive. You don't hear any wind noise or road noise. We're going 45 miles an hour. you don't hear anything. Everything is super quiet. The drivetrain is quiet, wind, road, everything else is super quiet. The armrests are in a really good place to just be comfortable and lounge while you're cruising in your F-150. The seats as well have so many different adjustments. You can really get this into the perfect spot, and it's got a lot of cushioning to it and really nice padding. And then the steering wheel, the leather feels really nice. The leather you get on the shifter, everything you touch feels really nice. All right, so coming to a stop now, putting these brakes to the test. This is a big truck, of course. Comes to a slow speed, nice. And then steering radius is really nice as well. You can really maneuver the vehicle nicely, and then getting back up to speed. That EcoBoost is such a fluid power delivery, and I love the gauges. I just love how big all the font is. You can see the tack, which is really cool. But wrapping up now, driving in the F-150, my overall thoughts, I really don't think you can go wrong. I think 2021, they killed it with the design. The exterior looks really nice and modern. I just love how clean everything is. Inside, just as nice. Everything is laid out very nicely. And then even taking a sharp turn now, the handling is really impressive. It's a big truck, and going around a sharp turn, there's no body roll, and you can power out of a turn. The truck actually drives very confident and inspiring. It's a smooth vehicle, it's got power, it handles really nicely. But then yeah, back to the interior, everything is laid out exactly the way you would want, and I genuinely have no complaints with it. There's also some other really cool standalone options. You can get fold flat front seats. If you fold up the back seats, you can actually fold these front seats completely back. They have extra lumbar support that comes up, and you can sleep in your F-150. Ford has literally designed this truck to be a work truck. You can do anything you want in this. And I did test it earlier. These ones do fold down pretty much flat, but you can get ones that are even the next step up. And then there's a bunch of other features, of course. You can get many different trim levels, and you can really spec out an F-150 to get exactly what you want. But I think that is about it for the brand new 2021 F-150 Lariat. This is a really nice trim level to get. I think you get a lot. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, give the video a thumbs up and smash that subscribe button. Stay tuned for plenty more videos to come. And then huge shout out once again, and thank you to Mooresville Ford for providing this new F-150 for today's video. Check out their website in the description below. They're getting a huge selection of all the brand new F-150s and a lot of other Ford models, so definitely check them out. But that's it, guys. I will see you in the next video.